Hello sweethearts. Welcome in the last episode of Sad Bakugou series. You don't know how much it means to me that you watched it till now. I'm really thankful. I love you all. In the beginning I want to mention that I have no medical knowledge, so everything described in this episode is just my own imagination. As always, any characters nor fan arts used in this video are mine. Enjoy the video. In the beginning, there was only darkness. Bakugou panicked, not knowing what was happening. He tried to scream, but even the faint sound didn't leave his mouth. He tried to move, but his body didn't even twitch. The boy did not have the strength to fight with himself. He felt weak and he did not like it at all. Out of nowhere, light suddenly appeared, and colors began to appear around. Bakugou had a blurry image, but was able to tell that it was mostly white. He tried to move again, and this time he succeeded. He slowly rose to a seat and rubbed his eyes. He saw his friends crying on the hospital chairs. "Where are we? What happened?" he asked his friends, but they didn't react. He slowly gets up from the bed on which he was lying, but his legs were too weak and refused to obey him. He groaned and rubbed his knees. Then he slowly rose, turning his head towards the door where Deku was standing. The boy was shaking, apparently trying to stop his crying and mumbling something under his breath, but Bakugou ignored it. He turned around wanting to get back on the bed and felt faint. His body lay on the hospital bed. He was much paler than usual, and his cheekbones were strongly marked. A pair of cables and tubes were attached to his hand, and an oxygen mask was worn over his face. What happened? In one moment all his memories came back, and he grabbed his belly, feeling terrible. The nurse came into the room and asked all the guests away, but Lita whispered something to her, to which she just nodded. "Hey Bakugou, I don't know if you can hear me now, and I don't know if you will remember any of this when you'll wake up. But listen. We didn't know that you were in so much pain. We didn't save you. And maybe we don't talk a lot, but I want to tell you something. Not as class president, but as a person who cares about you. The class is really a mess since the day you decided that you don't want to live anymore. We didn't know that you were that important part of our lives. Our class without you, it's completely empty. I think it was the worst for your squad and Midoriya. But we are all believing in you. We believe you will recover and come back to us soon. We are waiting for you, so hurry up." Lita bowed and left, and there was silence in the room. Katsuki didn't expect his taking his own life to affect his class and friends so much. For the first time in a long time he felt he belonged somewhere. There was a rustle in the room, and a moment later Midoriya appeared in front of the bed. "Hi Kachan. Sorry that you needed to wait. It's been weeks since you lie there, without any signal that you are getting better, do you know? I'm really worried. I miss you, do you know? Like your screams, your face and big eyes full of life." He cried hard, feeling his throat tighten. Kachan. Where we went wrong? When did you stop wanting to live? If you would tell me, I would do anything to help you. I'm sorry, I didn't see how much you struggled. I'm sorry that when you opened up to us first time I didn't know what to do. I should go to Aizawa-sensei and ask him for help. I should know your parents treat you like that. I should be there with you when you needed someone. I'm sorry." Midoriya gently lifted Bakugou's hand and closed it in his own. "I hope you don't mind if I will hold your hand for a bit. It really helps me to calm down a bit. I kinda feel like you are right here, looking at me. I hope you are not angry because that stupid nerd is touching you." The two boys laughed at the same time. Bakugou gave him a soft look and said, "It's okay, nerd." The whole week, Bakugou was tested in different ways. His body slowly began to obey him, and the whole class 1A started to live again. On Friday, exactly 2 weeks after the event, the visiting hour came again. As every day at the beginning, the whole class came in with Aizawa-sensei. The class started talking about everything so that Bakugou felt as if he was attending the lessons himself. After an hour, the class said goodbye as always and left Bakusquad in the room. Hi Baku babe, you missed us right? Of course he did. Yeah, Bakugou literally loves us too much to not miss us. Bakugou laughed. Every day he waited for a moment when he would be able to spend a while with his pack. Shush, he will scream at us when he wakes up. I'm sure that he is remembering this all and he is going to kick our asses when he wakes up. Haha, we're waiting for that. We're waiting for this more than he expects. Yeah Baku bro, wake up soon. Who will compliment my hair? He is not complimenting it. Shush, he is. I will think that he was complimenting me all this time till the moment when he wakes up and tell me otherwise. Oof Bakugou, Kiri challenged you. They've talked for 30 more minutes, till a nurse appeared, asking them to leave the room. We have to go now, but don't worry, we will come here tomorrow too. Don't miss us too much. We promise to have some more funny situation to tell you. So be patient bro. But before we go. Oh yeah? Before we go, we have something for you. Ah, that's embarrassing. But super manly. Shut up you two. We did this for you. We know it's not the most beautiful, but we wanted to give you something from us. Something what will remind you that you are not alone. That even if we are not next day, we are always with you. We love you bro. Denki placed a red Pomeranian-like soft toy by one of his unconscious friend's hands, then said goodbye and left the room with the rest of Bakusquad. Bakugou knew he would have to wait 20 minutes for the last guest, who was Midoriya. Deku entered the room quietly and as always sat on the chair, taking Bakugou's hand in his own. Hi Kachan. How are you doing? I hope you do well. Or at least feel well, I mean. Ah, I'm so sorry I make no sense. You just look better, you are not that pale anymore. Also you don't have this expression in your face as something is supposed to hurt you. Green-haired boy smiled softly, looking at his unconscious friend's face. Katsuki smiled a little, and he moved to the edge of his bed to be nearer to Deku. He hadn't even noticed how much his attitude had changed towards his childhood best friend when he was in coma. Maybe it was because Deku could finally talk without him cutting his utterance in the middle. Or maybe he just started to listen to the green-haired man as well as to himself and allowed himself to change his attitude towards his old friend. Oh, Kachan, I nearly forgot, I've read in the internet that music can help when the person is in coma. Internet is not a proven source of information, stupid. I know you're probably thinking now that I'm stupid cause in internet when you write that you have a headache then it tells you it's pregnancy cold sweat smile, but I found it in an article written by some students of medicine from one of USA universities. So, I kinda thought that maybe if it can helps at least a bit then I will do my best to help. So, I wrote a song. I really hope you will enjoy it. If you expect me to judge it then first show me. That's really embarrassing. But I want you to wake up soon. We all want it. Come on nerd. Don't be shy.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, You will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
I'm gonna record it and I'll set it as a ringtone. Bakugou's head started to hurt so much and everything went black. Kachan, oh my god, Kachan. He ran in the hall and noticed Bakusquad waiting for him. What are you doing here, bro? We know that you are always visiting Baku bro after us, so we decided to wait. It's not easy for us, so we can't imagine what you have to feel. Especially that you know each other since you were children. But what happened, bro? Why are you in rush? Kachan. He said something. Oh my god, doctor. They quickly ran for the doctor and then returned to the room where Bakugou was lying. The boy was curled up tightly, clutching the soft toy. His face was tense and he was trembling slightly. He looked like he was having a nightmare. After a few seconds, the boy began to throw himself on the bed and then rose to sit, panting heavily. Panicked, he looked around the room, then wiped the tears that ran down his cheeks. Please, exit the room. We are gonna examine your friend. Baku bro, you woke up. Oh my god, Kachan. Please let us stay. No, I can't. I'm sorry. Look at your friend. He is completely confused. He doesn't understand what is happening. But, no, doctor is right. Bakugou, Kachan. Please leave the room. They left the room and informed Aizawa-sensei. He just got to the hospital when the doctor had finished the examination. The patient's condition is stable. He is resting now. But are you his parent or legal guardian? I am. Huh? What? I have adopted Bakugou 2 days ago. His parents didn't want him back. They said they don't care about his life. They were just using him, and every child, even the problematic one, deserve a family who will give him love and care they deserve. Okay, so can I talk with you in private, or you prefer next to the boys? Next to the boys. They noticed that something was wrong first. I mean, he told us first. That's why. Okay, so we discovered that the patient is under the influence of drug. It's a little-known drug that was prohibited even in the criminal community. It's the one that stimulates the brain cells that normally tries to protect the mental health and hide memories and let the scars heal, but this drug doesn't really let you heal and stay calm, stay sane. It causes you remember the worst experiences in your dreams. It overstimulates the nerves, which can cause the panic attacks, or if the patient already had PTSD, it can make PTSD attacks even deadly. The user becomes paranoid and so sensitive for any external stimuli. The drug is slowly changing the brain, which can cause complete change of personality. It also doesn't stop working till the patient won't get treatment in the hospital. Next 3 days he will get it, and soon he'll be able to leave hospital and come back to his life, but we also will guarantee him the therapy, cause we suppose that the patient had mental problems before taking the drug. I see. That's okay. I will come here with him every day so he won't miss any session. But of course, first we will need to ask him for his agreement. That will be the most difficult part, I think. I will talk with him. I will try to convince him. I will try as long as I need. I swear. And as Deku said, he did. But he didn't need to convince him too long. He didn't want to tell it to anyone, but he remembered everything what happened when he was in coma. Bakugou left the hospital after a week. The doctors were too scared to let him go home after just 3 days. They decided to leave him for observations next 4 days. During them, Bakugou started his first therapy sessions. After that, he was taken to Aizawa-sensei's house. Aizawa didn't expect that Katsuki was a really good kid, but he really had some issues. Little by little he taught Bakugou how to accept affection and help from the others. They became like a real family in short period of time, and Bakugou came back to class. Everything was good again, not counting daily villain attacks. The end. Thank you so much for watching till here. I hope you enjoyed that series. I'm planning at creating some bonus episodes, so stay active. Heart.